Steve Bowers and
Cassandra Fuller.
welcoming you to Six in the City. We've been doing this show together several years now.
Yes, we have.
And one thing I noticed is your hair keeps getting shorter and shorter.
It does.
And I don't know what's up.
Yours is getting
I mean, I look
longer
at the
and longer.
monitor now. It's like, well, I need to get a haircut.
I know. It shows up on HD, so.
It does. So I don't know what's up. Be
we
here
won't-
next week.
But we won't talk about the grays, so.
Okay. Oh, that could be the motive. I hadn't thought about that.
Yeah,
so
see, we
you
won't
just
talk
cut the
about
gray out and bleach the rest.
Exactly.
Oh, I see.
Exactly. You're
Yeah.
learning. You're
I'm
getting
learning.
there.
We talk about color. We're going to go red today.
That's right.
And we're going to talk to Christy Futrell and Rita Mack. The Go Red event is coming up. We'll get all the information about that. And then Tosh Newman is with us with the Leadership Jackson Alumni Association. That's a friend of yours, the Alumni Association. They have a mayoral forum. We're
That's
about
right.
to get serious about this mayor's race.
It is this month.
That is coming up March the 26th. We'll get a preview of that.
That's right.
Plus,
It's time. I know it's one of your favorite things.
Oh,
It's
yes.
the second annual Interfaith 5K run. It's coming up March 23rd. We're going to sign you up. Miss Linda Davis is here to talk about it, and I am sure she will
and
sign
then we're
you
going to
up.
follow it up with what else? Coming up next in the next segment.
Coming up next is the Andrew Jackson Marathon because
Okay.
it is almost time
wonder
for the
who's
marathon.
booking this show. You know. And
David
then after-
Carlson is with us. He's the race director
Yeah.
of the, and he's going to tell
And
us
then
about
after
it.
that, we're going to talk about the.
March for Babies. So we're running and we're walking. We're getting healthy, Steve.
Oh, is that what we are?
It is. Sarah Estes and Lenny Heffley
When we
are
wade
here.
through all of that, we'll
That's
get
right.
down to Dr. Larry Ray and Anita Kay. Home and Away with Larry Ray was one of our
That's
first
right.
shows
It
on E
was.
Plus TV6, and so they got something cooked up.
It's got an art show. So
coming
we've
up.
got
Yeah.
we're getting healthy. We're
And,
getting good,
And
cultivated.
then Mackenzie Ray from Beach Bluff is going to be
That's
with
right.
us, and so we're delighted to have her here as well. So all that's coming up on this Six
in the City.
For the most reliable drinking water supply at the highest quality, reach for the tap. Our tap water is safe and continues to exceed all government requirements. For more information about our drinking water, visit www.jaxenergy.com/JEACCR.
Hamilton was adopted from a rescue in 2008. He's quite the pug about town. He gets invited to a lot of parties. He knows he's a pretty big deal. How could you not love him?
The JEA app. With it, you may view the electric outage map, report electric outages, receive electric outage alerts, view your current account information in real time. You can even make a payment with one click. Name, account number, you're in. Convenient access with the free JEA app, keeping you connected with JEA today.
See on page 4 that the projections need to be earthquake next Thursday.
Seriously? Thursday? Can't do that.
This is really inconvenient.
I have yoga that day.
I have no time for this.
So,
I can't do Thursday, but I can do Friday.
Disasters don't plan ahead. You can. Talk to your loved ones about how you're going to be ready in an emergency. Don't wait. Communicate.
Well, it's time to go red.
That's right.
This is the month of, and we're getting ready to go. It's coming up March the 21st, which is right around the corner.
It is
here.
right around the corner.
How many days?
It's a Thursday
Well, it'll be
night, isn't
spring.
it?
It's first day of spring, so we're 15 days away.
That's right.
Right, and that's right. Okay, so we're getting ready to go red for women. And so here, Christy Futrell is with us and Rita Mack. So what do we need to do now? Sell tickets, buy tickets?
Yes, Rita and I want you to be here. So whatever that takes, you can volunteer, you can buy tickets,
okay.
you can corporately sponsor.
Okay.
I will make sure your table is there. So you just let us know how you want to be involved. But this is an awesome night just to really come together as a community and fight back against something that, well, honestly, 48% of adults now have cardiovascular disease. That's half the population in the United States of America. So this is an opportunity to fight together.
Okay, and so we're going to do that. So what's going to happen this night? Now, we're coming here on March the 21st. We're talking about the Carl Perkins Civic Center. We're going to gather at 6 o'clock. So what's going to happen?
Absolutely.
That's the VIP room time, right? 6
Yes.
o'clock?
Oh, well, I can be there for that.
Yes.
You can be there. We'll let you be one.
Well, you should have told me that. I didn't know that.
That's the social hour for our sponsors and our Red Tie members and Circle of Red members.
Oh, okay.
So, yes, we have that social hour, but then at 7, the event will begin, and we'll have a little bit of programming and then dinner, and then That's you.
Is that my turn?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's you. You're going to be singing.
I'm going to be singing.
Oh, you're
yes.
singing.
Singing.
Okay.
Scott Myatt and Steve Short and myself are going to be doing a little show, and Corey
Terrific.
Bridges is going to join us on saxophone.
Oh,
So we're
okay.
going to have a little bit of
Wow.
music before we start
Start
the
the
fashion show,
fashion show.
which is
Okay.
awesome as well.
So y'all will be doing what kind of stuff that night?
Well, you know,
Yeah.
70s music
70s
is what
music,
we're going
okay.
It's a
for.
70s theme.
We're doing a 70s
Oh,
theme.
70s theme.
We are
Okay.
going to have
Hence the
a disco ball
on your-
and
on
all
your
of that.
notes.
So yes, we're going to try to learn some new music and do
We'll do a
some
little Earth, Wind,
70s
and Fire, a little
disco.
Cool in the Gang, and all that stuff.
70s disco.
Yeah,
It should be a good night.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
that should be
It
fun.
should be interesting if nothing else.
The fashion show. We're talking about the Go Red for Women, and that is coming up.
Yes.
The dinner and all is coming up the 21st of March, right here at the Carl Perkins Civic
It's a
Center.
Thursday night.
So, what all kind of fashions are we going to see?
Yeah, so we're so blessed to have Macy's, and our local Macy's is a wonderful supporter of Go Red here, and then nationally, they're up to $70 million since 2004 that they have contributed to this fight. That's not a small little chunk of change.
No.
I mean, that is a dedicated company, and right here in Jackson, they're so good to just take the fashion show on, and they'll have all kinds of spring fashions
Okay,
out
so
there.
there's spring fashion, so
yes,
we're gonna
and
be
some
ready.
red outfits too. There'll be
Okay.
some
Yes.
red
Men
outfits.
and women.
Men and
Yeah.
women,
Men and
right?
Men and
yeah.
women.
Yeah,
Okay.
and we have some teenagers.
You can shop, while you're
think we
here.
should
you
get
can
Steve
do
on
that.
the
Then you go to
Representing the
Macy's.
plus size division here.
Do you want to model? I mean, you can model.
We can hook you up.
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
Round is the shape, and he's in it.
No VIP for you. You are on the runway, my friend. We can sign
Okay.
you up.
Yeah,
All right,
it's
so how do we get tickets? How much are they? Or
Yes, they are a gift of $100 each, and you can go to westtngored.heart.org.
And the tickets include dinner.
And they include dinner. They include everything except for that VIP social hour. You will have a great seat. There's not a bad seat here at the Civic Center.
That's right.
You know, especially with a long runway out in the middle of the floor. So everybody, a lot of people can have a front row seat.
so I go to WestTN.
And go red.
GoRed.heart.org. WestTNGoRed.tn. No, WestTN. Go Red.
Help him out.
.heart.org. Yeah, yeah.
Go Red.
WestTN Go Red. Then I do. .heart.org.
Yes.
All right, got it. All right.
Yeah.
So
There's a
I'm
lot
all
to
tickets.
remember.
Or just find me.
Yeah, just call Christy.
Call Chris.
Go down to the credit union, see Rita Mack.
See me.
Yes. Yes.
Take out whatever kind of loan you need, get a table.
That's right. We can loan you the money.
Yeah,
for a table.
that's right. You could do that, couldn't you?
Hey, we never even thought
A
about
brand new
that.
pitch.
We can do it.
Don't have the $9,000, come see me. We'll get you front and center.
That's right.
Right here. All right. And Macy's doing all the fashions.
Yes, they are. And
Okay.
we're so lucky to have so many wonderful sponsors this year, like Leaders Credit Union, Cigna Healthcare, and so many wonderful table sponsors. The room's going to be full of a lot of wonderful people that are all committed to
And
this
then
fight.
also, too, don't you have testimonials from
I
survivors?
I do. Vanessa Rogers from Leaders Credit Union. I think she started there
Okay.
as a baby. She's been there all her life, and she has a wonderful story of a woman who thinks, "Hey, I'm healthy, and there's not a problem," and finds that there
Turns out
is.
it is. Okay. All right.
all good
Very important life
information.
situation here.
That's right.
So 50% of us, or nearly 50% of us,
Yeah.
cardiovascular. disease.
Cardiovascular.
Okay, that's why we're going red for women. Coming on the 21st, so we'll celebrate spring. We'll put on our red and be at the
right.
Carl Perkins Civic Center. 6 o'clock for the VIP, 7 o'clock, and we'll kick it off.
And I promise we will both have on red.
Yes, I will have red that night.
We'll
Wear
have
your
to be there
red
to see.
disco clothes.
Yeah,
That's what
we'll
you
be
need to
there.
wear.
It's good to see you both.
It is good to have you
Appreciate y'all
ladies.
doing this very much. All right. Tosh Newman's coming up. We're going to make another use of the Civic Center coming up the 26th. We'll talk about that next as we continue 6 in the City.
Here at the Emergency Operations Center, we rely on E+ broadband fiber network to better serve Madison County. With high-speed internet, we track storms and natural disasters in real time. Also, fiber internet gives us the speed to host training classes preparing responders from all over the county and state. The phone system allows us flexibility to stay in contact and make conference calls with both in and out of the office with local, state, and federal agencies. Connectivity is an important part of emergency management.
A Dog's Way Home is the story of the extraordinary lengths a dog will go to in order to get back to their family. Every year, millions of dogs and cats end up in shelters and rescue groups. We found our Bella at a shelter in Tennessee. When you adopt a shelter pet, you discover they're all pure love. Adopt pure love and help a shelter pet find their way home at theshelterpetproject.org.
With E Plus broadband and Watch TV everywhere, you can now take your TV on the go. Just visit WatchTVEverywhere.com to sign up. Then you're all set to catch your favorite shows, movies, and sports wherever and whenever you want on any internet-connected device. Choose from our growing selection of networks from your cable package at no extra charge. Visit WatchTVEverywhere.com to learn more. It's easy to sign up for E Plus Broadband's TV Everywhere.
Newman is with us. If you visit the Carl Perkins Civic Center, he's the man responsible
That's
for this
right.
place. You've done a great job here.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Has that been good work for you? I mean,
it has. It was a great change for me. Okay. The staff here makes my job 10 times easier than it should be. Well, but it's a great place.
It is amazing if you're outside of Jackson, or you're in Jackson, if you're not downtown all the time. You see on the morning, there are events going on here all of the time.
It's
you're
constant.
Always busy.
Yeah, we are. But that's great.
That's what this
is a public
for.
facility. That's why it's here.
Well, Tosh Newman is also part of Leadership Jackson, went through Leadership Jackson. He's part of the Alumni Association. In fact, he's part of that board. And they have jumped whole hog into the city politics here. And in this sense, they have a mayoral forum that is scheduled for March the 26th that will feature our 5 candidates, declared candidates for mayor. And this election will start advance voting April the 17th. The election is May 7th. We've had 3 mayors in 52 years. This is a big change for this city.
It's a huge change.
Big change, very important.
This will give the public a great time to really figure out who these people are, and the topics that we're going to be discussing are infrastructure and education and healthcare. These people can't do anything about immigration.
Right.
You know, we're not pitching that we're going to build a wall. We're not pitching that we can do anything about, the Affordable Care Act. This is local people that have local minds that want to make a difference in the city of Jackson.
Okay, all right. Now, Kelly McAllister is going to MC.
She's going to moderate
this event. So who comes up with the questions and all? How's it set up?
We are actually, as a committee, we're charged with submitting questions to the chair and to Brandy and to Kyle Spurgeon over at the chamber. So they'll go through and they'll make sure that those questions
governmental affairs
line
with
up.
the chamber is also involved.
That's correct.
In this. Okay.
Governmental affairs is doing that, and we're kind of partnering with them to make this happen.
So y'all submit the questions, they'll go through it, so they'll be predetermined.
They will, as long as they fall into those categories of infrastructure, education, and
workforce
development. As long as they're centered into that. That way they the candidates won't know the questions, but they'll know the general topics that they'll be discussing.
Each candidate answer each question, or does it rotate down with different questions?
It's going to rotate. Now, they'll have an opportunity to answer each question, but they'll have an opportunity to go first is the key. We want everyone to have an opportunity, not to have to hear what everyone else has to say before they come up with their answer.
Will they draw that order?
They will. We are going to draw live that order that night so that people kind of see how that process is done.
Well, it's going to be, like I said, it's a very, very important decision.
It is.
And with 5 candidates, it should be interesting.
That's right. We got Scott Conger. We go through Scott Conger, Jimmy Eldridge, Vicky Foote, right? Mark Johnstone, and Jerry Woods.
That's right.
Are the 5. Okay.
That's right.
And it's important that they have stepped out in this. And politics is not an easy business. It is an expensive business, and it is a time-consuming, time-demanding effort to campaign. Even at the local level in one city, it is just because these folks will see them out a lot. And I know everywhere they go, that people are aware of who they are, or many people are, and it's just a challenge.
It is. I mean, it's a 4-year challenge.
Yeah.
I mean, you're committing to do that job for 4 years.
Yeah, for the next 4 years, and so we'll see. Who came up with the idea of doing this?
I'm not sure. I would say they did this for the governor's race as well, and it went really well.
Yeah.
And so I think they kind of saw that and thought, we could do this within the city and invite the public, and it would be some great information for people to be able to
Well, I think many people know these folks or have met these folks. If you're involved in things in the city, you certainly have seen them.
Right.
That's right. They've all been involved in this community in different ways. And, of course, some people, run different circles, and it will not. It'll be an opportunity to form opinion with them. But then also, just if you know them, to see how they respond.
That's right.
To the questions.
These are big questions.
Yeah.
They are, and it's questions that matter for the future of the city. So hearing their insight and their vision and their future goals that they might have for the city is really important. So I really encourage everybody. It's a free event. It's not, we're not going to ticket you at the door. It's open to the public. The door, it said 6 in the press release, but I think we're going to open the doors at 5:30 because I don't think 30 minutes is enough time to get everybody in here and get seated.
So the forum starts what time?
At 6:30.
6:30.
The risers will be the brand new seating.
Okay. Oh, we have brand new seating.
Let me throw that in there. The new,
excellent.
The new risers.
They'll
they'll be in. So it'll kind of be the stadium seating format. So there's not a bad seat.
All right. That'll be on March the 26th, which is what night of the week? Is that it?
I think it's a Tuesday night.
Tuesday night. All right. Tuesday night, March 26th. And so the doors open at 5:30.
5:30.
It's a free event.
At 6:30. And it's
Invite
time to
all the
be an
public to
hour
come.
or hour and a half?
We're looking from 6:30 to 8.
6:30
to
to hour
8.
and a half. Okay. And now the TV6, right, is going to, guys, are we going to plan to carry this live? Is that right?
That's
or
the plan.
Plan to carry live on E Plus TV6, and so we'll have election returns coming up on the 7th. So that's an important night.
It is.
And it'll be repeated. Well, I appreciate the chamber doing this, and Leadership Jackson, the alumni, getting. I know all of y'all are involved in that. So a real good step.
It's going to be a good thing.
All right, Tosh. Appreciate that. Appreciate your work here with the Civic Center. We've got
Thank
new
you.
seating.
That's right. Got to
Next time
come
you
check out
come
the new
to-
seating.
To the Caravan of Stars. We'll have new seats here. To dance to the
Caravan.
Buckinghams or whatever we do.
Oh my goodness.
We're going to the main stage. She is from Beach Bluff. We're delighted to have her with us. She's a student of Kimberly Helton. This is Mackenzie Kay.
The Arizona sky burning in your eyes. You look at me, and babe, I wanna catch on fire. It's buried in my soul, like California gold. You found the light in me that I couldn't find. So when I'm all choked up and I can't find the words, every time we say goodbye, babe, it hurts. When the sun goes down and the band won't play, I'll always remember us this way. Lovers in the night, poets trying to write. We don't know how to rhyme, but baby, we try. And all I really know, you're where I wanna go. The part of me that's you will never die. So when I'm all choked up and I can't find the words, every time we say goodbye, babe, it hurts. When the sun goes down and the band won't play, I'll always remember us this way. Oh yeah, I don't wanna be just a memory, baby. Yeah, 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 yeah. When I'm all choked up and I can't find the words, every time we say goodbye, babe, it hurts. When the sun goes down and the band won't play, I'll always remember us this way. Yeah, when you look at me and the whole world fades, I'll always remember us this way. Ooh.
Where is the American spirit? It's right here, in the people of West Tennessee. Every day, people walk through these doors to selflessly help others, to give without expecting anything in return. So where is the American spirit? It's right here, in the people of Lifeline, our community's blood bank, where we all come together to help each other, and the American spirit thrives.
Ask what you can do for your country.
JA's Customer Center on Martin Luther King Jr. Drive now has a drive-through payment kiosk. No more getting out of the car, waiting in teller lines to pay your utility bill. The separate entrance allows for easy access, and the covered kiosk and step-by-step screen prompts guide you through the payment process. Cash, check, credit, or debit card. Credit to your account is immediate. A printed confirmation receipt is provided. Another step in service to customers, all a part of JEA Today.
Tune to the Travel Channel. Say it, watch it. It's that easy with the power of voice control. Set up OnePass for the Warriors. Catch all the action with the power of voice control.
TiVo things that we're talking about there.
You do?
Yeah.
Does Clayton have to show you how to use it?
I'm going to get Clayton to help me learn how to use that thing. Where's the on-off button on this thing?
Oh, dear.
Where do you change channels? Leave me alone. I'm fine.
Back to that mayoral forum, you said TV6 was carrying it. So if you get E+ broadband, you can watch it on cable channel 6 or 206 HD. But if you don't get broadband, you can stream it live on the internet at eplusTV6.com.
Very important to know. Linda Davis is with us. She's been here before, and how she got invited back, I don't know. She's here to talk about another 5K or 5K.
Right. She is another partner in getting us healthy, Steve.
Yeah, and Linda Davis is a runner. Has been, because I asked last time, she said she's been running about 30 years.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I said I ran 30 minutes once, and it nearly killed me.
Perseverance is the key.
She did bring a trophy here.
She did. She brought
the winner, age 60 and up.
She is trying to motivate you, Steve. That's what this is. This is motivation.
Linda, the only way I'll win that is no one 60 and above shows.
Well, you have to show up
I'd have to show up too.
You have to show up, and you have to actually cross the finish line. Start the finish line, and then cross
Linda,
the
just go ahead and mail it to me. I'll be there. We're talking about the annual, it's the second annual Interfaith 5K. And it's coming up March the 23rd. It's going to be at the Kingdom Seekers Church, which is on Wallace Road. It'll start at 8 o'clock.
Absolutely.
But we register in advance how?
Through tinyurl.com.
Okay.
Interfaith 5K 2019. And absolutely, you can still register up until the day of the race.
Okay, so how much is the registration fee?
It's $25 for individuals, and for teams registering 10 at the same time, it's $28.
$28, okay.
I said that in the reverse. It's $28 for individuals and $25 for teams of 10 or more, yes.
So if we're setting it up. All right, you do this for what reason?
Our pastors have a vision to bring together the larger community and region in unity, number one, but more importantly, that the whole person is whole, individually as far as spiritual, as well as healthy. And so they're promoting healthy living to make sure that it's a healthy lifestyle and that the person that's whole is not only whole spiritually, but whole as well as eating habits, changing lifestyles, so that we live longer and better lives.
Okay, all right, so it's an important thing. So this is coming. So you did this last year?
We did it last year, and if this year's in the indicator, we had exponential growth.
Oh,
so I think 5 years from now, you're going to be looking at one of the larger races in the greater Jackson community.
That's right. That's right. You surpassed the turkey trot.
Absolutely.
So. Yeah. They started that on Thanksgiving morning. I thought nobody's going to get out on Thanksgiving morning running. Well, they had 800 or 900 last year.
Absolutely.
Quite a bit.
So that's what we wanted to do with this one here. All right. So the Kingdom Seekers Church, where on Wallace Road is this?
We're at 527 Wallace Road between Parkway and Old Hickory.
Okay.
Yes.
Parkway and Old Hickory.
Yes.
So you know the location, you'll know where to go. And so you had a response from a cross-section of the community is what you're trying to get, right?
We've had an awesome response from as far out as Milan, Memphis, St. Louis, in Texas.
Okay.
So like I said, I'm very optimistic that we'll grow even larger. But more importantly, our focus right now is the greater Jackson region to bring together the community at large so that we can work to promote unity. We're more alike than we are are different.
Yeah,
That's right.
And if we can do that while becoming more healthy, that would be awesome.
That would be a bonus, right?
Yes, it would. Yes, it
The
would.
second annual Interfaith 5K run is going to be Saturday, March 23rd. 8 o'clock is when it's going to launch.
Yes.
Right? But you
And we can register the day of the race,
Absolutely.
You get there
right?
early.
The registration starts at 7 maybe?
It's 6:45 to
6:45?
right before the
Okay.
race, so
Okay.
they'll have plenty of time to register the day of the race.
On Wallace Road between Parkway and Old Hickory, and you go to Tiny URL and then Interfaith 5K.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
2019.
2019.
Well, I hope this is successful. I mean,
It is in large part because of our excellent sponsors like Allegra Printing. They've done an awesome job for us, and several other sponsors. So,
Mike is a great guy.
yeah,
They-
Mike
they do
Ashley
great
is a
work.
wonderful
Mike-
person.
He is.
Yeah.
He really
sure
is.
Okay. And we'll just hang on to my trophy.
She will be waiting at the finish line to give it to you, I'm sure, right, Linda?
Absolutely. We'll have one specially made just for you.
Oh, now you got to show up.
Linda, it's good to see you.
Good to see you as well. Thanks for having us.
Appreciate you doing this.
We're delighted to have her with us. We're going back to the main stage, and this is Mackenzie Kay.
Don't be that way. Fall apart twice a day. I just wish you could feel what you say. Show never tell, but I know you too well. Got a mood that you wish you could sell. If teardrops could be bottled, there'd be swimming pools filled by models. Told the tight dress is what makes you want more. If I love you was a promise, would you break it if you're honest? Tell the mirror what you know she's heard before. I don't wanna be you anymore. Hands getting cold, losing feelings, getting old. Was I made from a broken mold? Hurt I can't shake. We made every mistake. Only you know the way that I break. If teardrops could be bottled, there'd be swimming pools filled by models. Told the tight dress is what makes you want more.
get the support and service they need, both via phone, email, and teleconferencing. We ship service loaners, and it's imperative that we keep in contact with our service customers and get them the feedback they need. And the only way to do that is with a reliable internet and telephone connection.
Welcome back to Six in the City. It's kind of like a NASA launch with 5-4. Well, hang on a second.
Wait, what?
3,
Who?
2,
1, go. Oh, hey.
Yeah. Danny Crossett is with us, and he's taking up a new line of work, ventriloquist.
That's right.
How are you doing?
Doing great.
It's good to hear you. Danny's with us to talk about the Andrew Jackson 5K, which is an historic race.
It's not
a 5K. I'm sorry, Andrew Jackson
it's a
marathon
and half marathon.
I'm trying to get him to make it feasible for me to possibly walk that thing. It's the Andrew Jackson Marathon, which is the oldest marathon in the state of Tennessee.
That's right.
Continuous running marathon in Tennessee, which is kind of an amazing history, and it's coming up in April. And we're needing volunteers and runners and everything else. So let's talk about this. How did this race get started?
Started back in 1972 with the Jackson Road Runners, and they started putting it on, and it's been going ever since.
Ever since.
It actually started downtown, didn't it?
Yeah, it's been all over town. And
out north.
Out north,
I was trying to
Midtown.
get to Crockett County one day, couldn't get there from here.
Ran on the bypass when the bypass wasn't open, and so it's done it all. But now we're downtown, running through the streets of Jackson, showcasing the city. Then.
That's right, back downtown.
Any thoughts of getting on Wallace Road in April? You can forget that. Too. All right. So this is a qualifier for the Boston Marathon.
We have two, yes.
And
the
it's
marathon.
Also now you say a state championship. Right?
The half marathon is a state championship, and the marathon is a qualifier for Boston. So we have a lot to offer this year.
That's right.
Okay.
So,
and it's a free event for people that want to come watch.
Okay, want to watch.
Or volunteer.
Or volunteer.
Okay, now you need volunteers all along the route.
We need a lot of volunteers. And you can volunteer by going to the website, andrewjacksonmarathon.com, and there's a little place, volunteer, click that. Judy Renshaw will be glad to assign you a job for the day, and we would welcome you so much. And we also need people up and down the street clapping and hollering
supporters.
And encouraging these runners to go.
Encouragers, that's right.
Yes.
Takes a lot of encouragement, especially around my.
How did this become a qualifier for the Boston Marathon?
Well, to qualify for Boston, you have to have the course certified, and this course, the course at Union was certified for several years, and then when we moved it downtown, we certified that.
How do you go about doing that?
You have to have someone that's certified in certifying, and then they come and measure the route very precisely with a special meter, and it has to be right to the inch.
Okay, wow. So it will launch and end then at the farmer's market?
At the farmer's market.
Okay.
And this year, since we added the half marathon as a state championship, we had to have the half marathon certified also. So they're both certified courses, and you can set state records with either one, qualify for Boston with the marathon.
Okay.
That's exactly right.
Now, the exact date is April?
April the 6th. We're always the first Saturday in April now. It's a permanent day. At the farmer's market at 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock.
7 o'clock.
Marathon
will start at 7. The half marathon will start about 7:15.
Okay.
Just a little bit after. And then your friend with you. Tell us about your friend.
The friend here is for Berry Bears. It's our very best friend, Bear. Since the Child Abuse Center uses teddy bears to comfort the kids that have to go to court and during their processing, the runners now are encouraged to bring teddy bears. And volunteers can bring teddy bears, and people can. So that the center has several bears because they were struggling to get bears. So we came up with this, and I think we had over 100 bears last year, and we hope to let this grow so the center always has several bears to keep these kids comfort.
And any cash proceeds earned from this also go to the
Go to the every penny that's above cost goes straight to the center, and the cost is minimum because we don't get paid anything. We all do it free, and we have lots of good sponsors.
This? Okay.
We have a lot of good sponsors, and they are always all listed on the shirt. And I'm not going to try to get into listing those off the top of my head right now, but we have great sponsors, and we have great support from the city and the county. There's not a race anywhere that has more emergency people
That's
along
right.
the
The fire
route and
department,
police
the
support.
police
We
department.
have it all right along the route there.
And it's AndrewJacksonMarathon.com.
And you can still
AndrewJacksonMarathon.com.
you can still register as long as you register by March the 10th. You'll be guaranteed a
need to go ahead and do
T-shirt.
that, okay.
But then all registration will close April the 2nd.
And our shirts aren't just the cheap T-shirts. We have the hoodies.
Okay,
So
very
they're
good.
real
Long
nice.
sleeve, nice
Long
custom
sleeve.
Bring a
design
bear
hoodies.
if you can. If you want to be along the route or if you want to volunteer, you can use volunteers to do many different things.
That's
Yes,
right.
we
And
have
you can actually go online and choose what spot you
wanna
want to
do.
volunteer at,
Yeah.
if there's a particular spot you want to be in. So we encourage families, we encourage youth groups, we encourage anybody and everybody to get out and volunteer, support, encourage, all of that.
And last year they came from 21 different states.
right.
So we're showcasing Jackson, Tennessee.
And what percentage of our runners qualified?
It was 15% qualified for Boston out of the marathon group last year.
It's serious business.
It is.
Very
Andrew
serious.
Jackson Marathon coming up April the 6th.
First Saturday in
First
April.
Saturday in April. Sarah Estes is coming with us. We're still going to be walking, talking.
We're getting healthy,
Fuller's
Steve.
taking over the show. It's good to see you, Danny.
Good to see you.
Steve.
We're
Thank
back
you.
with more 6 in the City.
Throughout its history, Jackson, Tennessee has been a leader in manufacturing, education, transportation, utility service, and more. But the key to Jackson's future, full gig fiber to the home infrastructure, E-plus broadband. Innovative applications, fastest connectivity, revolutionizing everything. JA's fiber network offers Jackson unlimited capacity for any future bandwidth demands. Connectivity, heavy internet usage, the best reliability. Jackson, Tennessee, not just a gig city, an innovation city.
Stop and think about your health. Don't smoke. If you do, quit. Eat healthy. Make small changes in your diet that can impact your health. Be more active. Start in small ways and keep going. And know your numbers. Your blood pressure and your cholesterol are important to your health. Friends of Heart ask you be a friend of your own heart.
Jackson's first private utility was the Citizens Gas Light Company. The company organized June 28, 1871 to bring street lights to Jackson. The system used coal or coke burned in ovens to generate gas distributed through wood pipes to street lights ignited by lamplighters at dusk. From there, the service expanded to home lighting. We didn't know it then, but we were on the way to JEA today.
Welcome back to 6 in the City. We'll have more with Mackenzie Kay coming up in a few minutes. It's been a real pleasure to have her with us. All right, Sarah Estes is here. And
Because?
we've had 5Ks already. We had a full marathon, and now we're talking about a 2-mile fun walk. Is that what this is?
It is.
Okay. You're heading more in my direction. Maybe by the time we get through the Nita K, we'll be down to a 100-yard walk. This is for an important event, or for important organizations. It's for the March for Babies, for the March of Dimes.
Yes.
Right? Okay, all right. And so this is coming up April the 27th. It's going to be at Jackson State Community College. The distance is 2 miles.
Approximately.
Approximately, okay.
I mean, give or take a foot, you know.
We're getting closer. Okay. And so this is designed for walkers, runners, or just whomever. What are you looking for now? Teams to get in?
We need teams.
Okay.
All the fundraising support that we can get would be fabulous. We have a goal this year of $60,000
Wow,
for
okay.
just the walk.
Okay.
So, and every dime of it goes towards research and helping premature babies and their families and learning more about how to help them, but also how to prevent that in the future.
Yeah,
So,
okay.
The registration's at noon. Walk starts about 1.
yes.
And when you say teams, you're looking for fundraising teams? Is that what you do?
Fundraising teams, walking teams, all the above.
Okay.
So to register to a team, if you grabbed your work friends and said, let's create a team, or
Okay.
you wanted to create a team with your family because there was a premature child in your family, it's marchforbabies.com.
Okay.
Maybe org.
One of those two.
March for Babies.
March for Babies.
Something.
.com.
Okay, for marchforbabies.com. So when I get there, what am I going to find then?
Well, on that website, you will see how easy it is to register a team, and you will receive a link, and then you can shoot that link out on Facebook, on Twitter, Instagram, however you would like to, and just request people to help you with your fundraising efforts. And it could be anything, whether you're trying to just ask for donations, you know, $5 from, 50 friends, that's $250.
That adds up,
Yeah.
it does.
How'd you get involved in it?
Well, kind of a combination of a little bit of everything. I helped Commercial Bank with their Breakfast for Babies, which is a fundraiser for the march. But then also I have twin nephews that were premature by 6 weeks. And so they spent 6 weeks in a NICU unit in St. Louis.
Okay. So you've been there and done that.
Yes.
All right, this walk is coming up April the 27th. It'll be at Jackson State. It will start at noon. You can register early, and they say it's Walk for Babies. They're saying
March for Babies.
March for Babies.
Not Walk for Babies. March for Babies.
March for Babies.
You're going to be walking, but...
Yeah, I got that in my mind.
And you can register as a team, or you can register as an individual, right?
Yes.
You don't necessally have to have a team.
They just told me in my earpiece here that it's marchforbabies.org.
.org.
Okay,
Thank
so
you.
We'll check that out. Well, it's an important thing. I mean, we went through that experience in our life.
Yes.
And
A healthy child as a result.
yes, and the nurses were just insistent as our child lived, which he was not expected to. And we were there we were there, he was due in May and was born in January, so it tells you how long we were there. But they were just talking to us about the March of Dimes when we looked like we might get out there and actually survive, how important the research that they had done and funded had been in saving Clayton's life. And it's just an amazing thing. Plus, trying to figure out what causes this preeclampsia that affects women just mysteriously. It's the rejection of the baby, and mom to live has to get rid of the baby, and it's just a tough experience. And that's just part of the complication out there. It's important work.
It is important work.
And it landed right in our lap, and so we appreciate the work of the March of Dimes in a very, very special way. It's good to see you.
March for Babies. It is. It's good to have you, Sarah.
Appreciate y'all.
And be watching for the Breakfast for Babies as well.
Yes, that's April 12th.
April
We'll talk
12th.
about that later.
I may not march. I'll try to be there and eat twice on the Breakfast for Babies.
I figured you would attend the Breakfast for
The
Babies.
March for Babies is a very important thing. Come here,
It
April
is.
the 27th. And all this money goes to very, very good research and very, very good work. It's good to see you, sir.
It is. Good to
Appreciate
see
you
you.
doing this very much.
Thank you.
Let's go to the main stage. We welcome once again, this is Mackenzie Kay.
Birds flying high, you know how I feel. Sun in the sky, you know how I feel. Breeze drifting on by, you know how I feel. And this old world is a new world and a bold world for me. And I'm feeling good. Dragonfly out in the sun, you know what I mean, don't you know? Butterflies all having fun, you know what I mean. Sleep in peace when day is done, that's what I mean. And this old world is a new world and a bold world for me. Yeah, yeah. Stars when you shine, you know how I feel. Scent of the pine, you know how I feel. Oh, freedom is a mine, and I know how I feel. And this old world is a new world and a bold world for me. And I'm feeling good. I'm feeling
Hi, I'm Kedrick Perkins, PGA General Manager at Jackson Country Club. Jackson Country Club's amenities are true Southern hospitality. Championship golf course, fine dining, 6 tennis courts, junior Olympic pool and fitness. We pride ourselves in giving our members the best. Choosing JEA was a logical choice so that we could tie in our phone, internet, and cable solutions so that we can advance our next segment of technology.
For the most reliable drinking water supply at the highest quality, reach for the tap. Our tap water is safe and continues to exceed all government requirements. For more information about our drinking water, visit www.jaxenergy.com/JEACCR.
Move over. It's the law. When approaching work vehicles or crews, move over to create a safety zone. It protects utility workers, law enforcement, firefighters, and emergency personnel. It's not an option. Slow down. It could save a life. Stay safe. Move over.
In communities across Tennessee, we feel the effects of opioid addiction. We all know someone touched by addiction. People we see every day. A neighbor, a friend, a family member. Please know there is help and hope. Together we can rise above and make recovery a reality. Neighbors working together. Tennessee together. If you or someone you love needs help for addiction, help is available. Visit tntogether.com for more information.
Welcome back to 6 in the City, and we will have more with Mackenzie Kay. It's been a real pleasure to have her.
She has such a
She's
pretty
very
voice.
good. She sure is.
Sounds so good.
Glad to have her here with us. We're delighted to have these folks with us. Nita K. Archer, we see with some frequency on this show.
Just a little.
You know, not to say she's our most frequent guest over the last decade and a half, but she nearly is. If she's not, I don't know who it was. Because she's involved in a bunch of things. And Dr. Larry Ray is with us, and what a pleasure it is to have him back in Jackson.
Sure is.
When we first started E Plus TV 6 in 2004, 6, when it was 4, we started stuff in
2000 and
2004.
something.
Yeah, anyway. Dr. Larry Ray was at Lambuth University, and we did Home and Away with Larry Ray. And it was everything on how to paint your house and make it look pretty on the inside to how to see Venice, right. wherever you have to be going.
That's
it's good to see
right.
you.
It's good to have you.
Good to have you back in Jackson. Well, we've got a very, very special show coming up at the Bank of Jackson and their art gallery at 420 Oil Well Road. It looks like it's going to take up the art gallery and a lot more. Maybe behind every telewindow we got there.
The whole bank.
Do you have telewindows anymore? Or
Well, not for
not
Sunday.
really. Not really. much.
Not for Sunday.
It's going to be March the 10th through the 29th, and it is it's a retrospective of 70, and he put this in the script, I'm not just saying this, of 70 plus years of the art of Dr. Larry Ray. It says from A to W because I'm not quite to Z yet. So this is good. So Larry, what all are we going to see in this?
Well, it's a mix
Hold
of
that
art
microphone up,
from
if you
my
will.
childhood all the way
Hold that microphone up.
up to
From childhood.
of
Okay.
late. So
That's how we get that 70 years in.
a mix of a little bit of everything.
Okay.
Some sculpture, some paintings, watercolor oils. So it's a mix of all kinds of art. One textile piece.
Okay.
So
Larry, art started how in your life? I mean,
well, there's a display in this exhibit that tells the story. But when I was a Memphian, native Memphian, and I grew up in the Brooks Museum. Was at one time the only art museum in the state of Tennessee, and they had the Second World War had just ended, and they had a nationwide competition for elementary children to submit works of art showing typical scenes of American life. And so I entered in the second grade.
Okay.
So that was 1947.
All right.
And my piece won. So I got to hang in the Brooks, and then this was a
pretty good start.
I started to say,
this was a
that's
national
really
thing.
nice start.
So they then sent the whole show to Japan to tour. So this was to build bridges of friendship between the American people.
What was your art piece then, Larry?
And the Japanese former enemies.
Yeah.
So.
What was the art piece that you did?
Well, it's a funny story too that we little children, we could select whatever we wanted to, and Memphis had a famous hippopotamus couple named Venus and Adonis.
Yeah.
And they had absolutely peopled the whole hippopotamus quarters of America. They had been their offspring.
Okay.
And so I painted a mother, father, daughter, and son looking in a window at the Venus and Adonis in their bath inside.
Very good. All right. So it won, and so then you were hooked.
And that inspired me at 7. I was 7 years old to devote my life to art. And I've done it ever since.
Oh, wow.
70.
That's amazing.
6
Larry
years
Ray.
later.
Okay, a retrospective of his work. All right, now how did the bank get involved in this, Anita Kay?
Larry and I go way
Okay,
back.
hold that microphone. Hold that microphone.
Way back we go.
Because you were a Memphian too, right?
I was a Memphian.
Okay.
But not until we arrived at Lambeth did we get to know one another. We were students
Okay.
at Lambeth College
Okay.
at that time.
Okay.
So we have been good friends. We've traveled together. He's led tours for the Bank of Jackson, for First United Methodist
Okay.
Church. So we keep up with each other.
Okay.
And
So
I had an exhibit there years ago.
yes,
So
yes, he's already had one exhibit, art exhibit. So we're looking forward to this one, and especially Sunday, the opening of the art show.
March
We're
10th.
having high tea.
High tea.
High tea.
That's on the 10th. March
That's
the 10th.
right, on the 10th from 3 to 5.
All right.
Yes.
Now, high
And-
tea as opposed to low tea is what?
Well, high tea is for short people and tall people. So you can come, Steve.
Okay, all right.
But, and I can too. Hats, gloves,
Okay.
a formal tee. And
Oh, wow.
it
Kind of like
really,
the Peabody on Sundays back in the day.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. And you would not believe the display of china, of antique china we have that will be taking part in the high tea.
okay.
Oh, wow.
It's beautiful.
This
The
will be that
English say
Sunday,
that-
all right?
excuse me.
No. you-
The English say the difference is that you have sandwiches at a high tea.
Okay.
Little fingers, cucumber sandwiches.
Okay, so this is going to be an official thing. This is dress up.
Well, if you want to.
If you want
If you
to.
got white gloves, you better wear
If you
them.
want to.
So that'll be from 3 until 5, Sunday, March 10th. The exhibit will continue through the 29th.
29th.
So it'll be an overview of highlights of your. How did you pick the things that are included in this, Larry?
Well, it's what I had. What I had.
What hadn't been sold? Was not an art gallery somewhere.
I have borrowed back a lot of pieces from
it's art.
friends that
Okay.
have
Wow.
that are willing to strip their walls for a month. To,
How many pieces do you have in the show, Larry?
Gracious, I guess 30 or 40.
Oh, wow.
Maybe 50. I mean, it's a lot. Some little things and some,
Some
huge
big,
things.
yeah,
So.
yeah. And
Well,
what are
anyone if you know, well, if those of you that know Larry, Larry's just been a fixture here,
And such a talented
man
artist.
and a great ambassador from Jackson, Tennessee. So spread the word about this.
That's
That
right.
Dr. Larry Ray and his art. Larry
And the
will
hours
be there.
of the bank? What are
The hour you can come anytime during the hours at the bank, 8:30 to 4:30.
Okay. All the
5
way
days
through-
a week.
through the
Monday
month.
through
Okay.
Friday.
Monday through Friday. And some of the art on display will be for sale too.
Oh, okay, so we can buy.
So, yes, several people have called about that.
Anita Kay
So
will be there. She'll make you a loan if you need it.
that's right.
You know, Tim, and all
Print the
folks.
currency.
Gary
That's
Grisham,
right.
Yeah. They'll have special rates. It's good to see you
right. It
both.
is good to have you
Real
guys.
honor to have you here.
Thank
We
you
appreciate
so
it very
much.
Yeah, it's good to have you back in the city. We're going to be back and wrap this up. This is 6 in the City.
Hold up, let me get up in it now. I'm here to win it now. L-O-G-I-C, I'm feeling free, I'm finna bring it now. If you know the words, take a step back and sing it now. I get up when I'm down, had enough, almost round. Wish rough, I get tough, and when I'm beaten to the ground, I get up. I get up, I get up, I get up,
On a lawn mowing service, Propane works for you. Propane can go where you go. Tanks easily changed, no spillage, quick transition, clean burn, increased energy efficiency. Propane, the affordable, clean alternative fuel wherever you mow. Find out more about JA's ProGas. Call 422-7500. Propane, the alternative fuel that makes sense. Part of JEA today.
Leah, did you put a new dent in that? This one? No. Were you texting and driving again? Yes.
Hi, Leah.
Hi, Dad.
Sorry about your bumper.
What an honor it is to see Larry Ray and have him back. Following this art thing, because she was a guest of ours last week, Mary Spelling's exhibit opened at the Botanic Gardens in Memphis, right? It opened this past Monday, and we'll be there through the end of this month. So, and her reception is coming up the 10th, I think, as well that day. And so, if you're heading into Memphis, and then the NED this month has the Artisan Trail, and they've got a lot of work there on both levels of the NED all month long. So we got great art exhibits
all
going on.
kinds of culture you can get.
Special thing. Well, this is really great to see Larry Ray. We've been running all day or talking about them.
That's
but
right, we have.
We have one more.
We do have another
We
one.
got a cowboy canter
That's
coming
right. It is for Redemption Road Rescue. It's their biggest fundraiser, one of their bigger fundraisers. It's coming up March 16th. We've had them on the show talking about it. And it is the first in the race series of the West Tennessee Racing Series for the Jackson Roadrunners. So registration starts at 8 a.m. if you have not already registered. The stick horse race, which is something you can do.
Yeah,
it starts at 8:45.
Yeah.
And the 5K starts at 5K run walk.
And that's going to be at the lift. Is that right?
Starts at the lift at 9 o'clock.
All right. And so they are just doing amazing work. And,
they really are.
The demand for equine rescue has just outstripped anything I ever expected when they started this a few years ago.
And it's not just horses that they rescue.
They get on
there's potbelly pigs and goats and chickens and.
If you need to adopt a goose. They've got one or two out there.
They sure do.
So if you're lying around alone in your house.
And they're always looking for volunteers.
Volunteers,
so if you need something to do, just give them a call at Redemption Road Rescue. Go online, redemptionroadrescue.com.
It's 100% volunteer.
It is 100% volunteer.
With all the work they do, they're an amazing organization. We're going to close out. Mackenzie Kay is with us. She is from Beach Bluff. She's a student of Kimberly Helton. Kimberly referred her to us, and I'm delighted that she did.
Yeah, we're so glad you came to sing with us.
It's a real pleasure to have you here. You've been singing how long, Mackenzie?
2 years.
2 to 3 years here? Well, you're doing an excellent job.
I would have guessed much longer than that.
Absolutely.
So
we're glad to have her here. So y'all have a great week. We'll see you next week, good Lord willing. And in the meantime, this is Mackenzie Kay.
And all I remember is your back, walking towards the airport, leaving us all in your past. I traveled 1,500 miles to see you. I begged you to want me, but you didn't want to. But piece by piece, he collected me up off the ground where you abandoned things. Piece by piece, he filled the holes that you burned in me. At 6 years old, you know, he never walks away. He never asks for money. He takes care of me. He loves me. Piece by piece, he restores my faith. A man can be kind, and a father should stay. And all of your words fall flat. I made something of myself, and now you wanna come back. But your love, it isn't free. It has to be earned. Back then I didn't have anything you needed, so I was worthless. But piece by piece, he collected me up off the ground where you abandoned things. Piece by piece, he filled the holes that you burned in me. At 6 years old, and you know, he never walks away. He never asks for money. He takes care of me. He loves me. Piece by piece, he restores my faith. And a man can be kind, and a father should say.